In this short video, I'll demo some of the early outputs of the Totara Remix project. The Totara Remix project is an internal project that we've been working on within Learning Pool to drive a better user experience within Totara Learn, our enterprise learning management system. Some of the very early outputs of that project are the new My Learning dashboard and the new My Team dashboard. Before I show you some of those early outputs, I'd just like to talk a little bit about some of the underlying best practice that's used to really develop those new dashboards. So we use a metaphor called the inverted pyramid. So this is really just a way of organizing your data or organizing those dashboards in a better way that makes it much more conducive to a better user experience. So what we do is we use the indicators at the top of the screen, the trends in the middle, and the details at the bottom. So the indicators are really giving us that high-level KPI stuff, things like, am I compliant, am I not compliant, is my team compliant, so on and so forth. The trends give us much more sort of tabular type sort of data, maybe some graphs, some bar charts, and so on. And then down at the bottom, we have the details. So this is potentially where they have the individual records. So how do we apply that best practice? So a really quick example. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the kind of standard learning dashboard within Totara. So here you've got your required learning dashboard, a very simple, very basic screen, but it doesn't really organize the data in a way that really tells you if you as a learner are compliant or not compliant. So if we use that guiding principle, the inverted pyramid, but we also use the KPI in the tabs block, which we've developed as part of the new blocks that are coming out as part of Totara Remix, we can really start to organize that data and present it much better. You know, you can see here in the middle, we've got the compliance indicator, and then you can have potentially other dash looks like CPD hours and my badges too. Another example, how would we apply that best practice to the manager dashboard? So if I look at, here's an existing dashboard which we've created. All of the data's there, but it's just not organized in a way that's conducive to telling a good story. So if we use that inverted pyramid methodology, that dashboard becomes much more visual, much more, you know, you can look at it and get a clear indicator of how your team's performing. So the methodology that we've used within these within the My Learning and the My Team dashboard has already won a quite significant award within the Learning Technologies. It won Best UK Learning Platform at this year's Learning Technologies Award. And it really did help that business, you know, make it safer and drive significant cost savings. So next up, I'm just going to jump into a quick demo just to show you these in practice. So I'm just going to first of all log in as a learner, show the My Learning dashboard, and next just log in as a team manager and show the team dashboard. So I'm just going to log in as Alan Jones. So Alan Jones is a new employee. He's got access to all his induction stuff, but if I click into My Learning dashboard, you can see here I've got my new reconfigured My Learning dashboard. So here you've got the KPI stats at the top. You know, you can see I'm compliant. It's at the amber status just now, which means that I've still got some work to do. And the tabs here along the middle section really kind of unify that whole learning experience. It gives me access to all of my key parts of my learning journey, within the platform. So I'm just going to log out and log now in as a manager. So Sarah Wright is Alan's manager. Again, I'm getting presented with a slightly different dashboard, but if I click into the team dashboard, here I get access to, first of all, some high-level KPIs. So this is just really how my team's performing, you know, how many courses they've completed, how many competencies they've achieved. But if I click into my team certifications, this is where I'm getting a real feel for how compliant my team is. So in the middle section, we have, you know, my overall team certification status. In the right, I've got a bar chart that shows, you know, individually, how are my team performing? I can see that Martina's doing really well. She's completed all of her required learning. And at the top, I've got some of those KPI stats. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, maybe I have to kind of have a bit of a team meeting just to try and push that learning across, try and get that compliance learning done. But again, very similar to the My Learning dashboard. We're using the tabs to really unify that whole learning experience. So I can click into programs, my team courses, my team's face-to-face training, and also my team's badges. So it's really just trying to keep that all in one place. So that gives you a quick demonstration of the My Learner dashboard and also the team dashboard.